Is Fiona Harvey trying to have some of the evidence that has been brought forward kept under seal to keep it out of the public spotlight? Now, you might be wondering what exhibits specifically they're trying to get put under seal, which if it gets put under seal, basically what that means is the exhibits aren't able to be accessed by the public, like me or you, so I wouldn't be able to create videos on them. But, of course, the exhibits with regards to the emails that were sent to Richard Gadd more specifically have been made accessible to the public. So this email comes from someone who's been sending me loads of information recently, so thank you so much to everyone that's been sending over the information. But you know, before we get into the video, as thanks, you know, I want to share their email down below because they, in the pinned comment there will be their email, because they do like music lessons and stuff. So in return for them sending me this amazing information to be able to present it to you guys, if you want to be able to learn some instruments, or I believe they do a lot of stuff around music, send them an email. They do it all virtually, so you'll be able to get some lessons and you can email them for more details. So it will be in the pinned comment. But within the email, they stated as follows: I'm not sure how interesting this is, but an application from one of Fiona's lawyers to try and get some of her exhibits put under seal. Obviously, we've already kind of covered what that means. In it, there's an admission that there has already been requested that evidence be sealed to avoid scandal and harassment, and the judge already denied that request without prejudice. This may give us some insight into how the judge feels towards Fiona. Now, of course, that is speculative, but again, this has already come forward and the judge has denied it, so maybe then the judge thinks, no, this should be allowed to be seen by the public. Anyway, it also contains a request to seal some kind of evidence that may have come forward from inside informants. Now that's scandalous. Moving forward, I do know most of our exhibits have been sealed, but they were hoping to keep all of it under wraps and failed. Interesting. So, like I say, this comes from one of the lawyers, or, well, a partner to the law firm of the Roth Law Firm, who, of course, are representing Fiona Harvey. We can see all of this is put into place, and this is the declaration of Brian S. Levinson, who is in support of the plaintiff's application for leave to file documents in opposition to defendant's motion to strike under seal. Let's move on, shall we? So, the first part goes as follows. Brian S. Levinson declares as follows. 1. I am an attorney duly licensed to practice law in New York. I have been admitted pro hac vice in this case. I am partner to the Roth Law Firm PLLC and attorney of record for plaintiff Fiona Harvey in this case. I have personal knowledge of the facts stated in this declaration, and if called to testify as a witness, I would and could completely do so. I respectfully submit this declaration in support of the plaintiff's application to leave to file documents in opposition to defendant's motion to strike under seal. The application. Again, just kind of rehashing the fact that this person, that they want to get the exhibits basically put through, basically just not be brought up. So, moving on. Through this application, the plaintiff seeks to file under Exhibits 1 through 23 of Declaration of Fiona Harvey in opposition to Netflix's motion to strike, the Harvey Declaration. Plaintiff previously made an application to file under Exhibits 1 through 23 of the Harvey Declaration. The court denied the application without prejudice. In doing so, the court stated, while the court agrees that identifying information of third parties should be filed under seal, the same cannot be said of the messages themselves. So I think that is in reference to the emails that Richard Gadd shared. Obviously, I can completely understand why oh wait, hang on. Exhibits 1 through 23 of Harvey's declaration are copies of the hate-filled Facebook messages Harvey has received in response to publicity generated by the Baby Reindeer series. Okay, so no, I was wrong. I thought that these were the emails. Actually, these are the Facebook messages, which I find weird that they would want that under seal, because surely if you're gonna try and garner some public sympathy, especially if you're gonna get a jury, you'd probably want to garner a bit of public sympathy. And actually, the messages that Fiona Harvey received, many people speculated that she just sent herself. I'm not speculating that. I think that she may have genuinely received those. They were horrific, but why would they want them scrapped from the record? Not scrapped from the record, but, you know, put under seal. Let's move on. Exhibits 1 and 2 and 22 are messages accusing Harvey of being a rapist and committing crimes. Exhibits 3 through 5, 7 and 8 are messages threatening to stalk and harm Harvey. Exhibits 3 through 9 and 16 are messages hoping for harm to come to Harvey or for her to die. That's really bad. Exhibits 6, 9 and 16 are messages encouraging Harvey to off herself. Exhibits 10 through 23 are messages identifying Harvey as Martha, the character in the Baby Reindeer series. 10. Disclosure of this information would permit members of the public to further contact and harass Harvey or third parties, and therefore redaction of this information is warranted. Interesting. I don't know if it necessarily is warranted. I'll tell you why I don't think that it may be warranted. I'm just trying to sift through all of this. So the reason I don't is because obviously within the documents themselves, I've covered them, I've seen them, I've shown them. Everything's redacted, like personal names of the third parties. So I'm assuming the third parties in this instance would be the people that sent the messages. Fiona Harvey's Facebook page has since been deactivated, so that can't be accessed in any capacity. So, you know, what privacy does there need to be respected? Because you can't reach Harvey, you can't reach the people that sent the messages because that's all been redacted and blacked over. There's no third parties involved apart from the people that have already come forward themselves. So I don't know. I'm wondering what the angle is here from the legal team. Anyway, as filed with this court, the Harvey exhibits are redacted to protect the privacy of the plaintiff and other third parties, and to prevent this information from becoming a vehicle for improper purposes. I mean, that makes sense, but at the same time, I don't know. I declare under penalty of perjury if the foregoing is true and executed on the 5th day of September 2024 in New York, New York. Brian S. Leveson. Now, I understand to a degree why this would need to be redacted, but not at the same time. If the people's names were in there, and Fiona Harvey's Facebook page was still public, then yeah. I mean, unless they're stating that the contents of the messages are the bad things, because it might put ideas in people's heads, and they might go off and start spewing that as fact, even though someone's just sent that vile message as an opinion. I don't really know what the angle is. Bit of a shorter one today. Something that was sent over. Thank you again so much to everyone who has been sending stuff over. If you keep going, and I'll keep reporting on it and I'll vet through it. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. While you're down there, be sure to jump to get the hell out of that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new, and until next time, I'll speak to you later. Peace.